Although going through a divorce can be a devastating emotional process, the intensity of those emotions are typically intensified when the divorce is a result of an adultery. Many people have questions regarding the effect of adultery on a case in Arizona. Now, I need you to understand that Arizona is a no-fault divorce state, which means neither party is required to provide a reason to justify a divorce. All that's needed is for one of the parties to testify that the marriage is irretrievably broken. However, this doesn't mean a spouse's affair doesn't play a role in the Arizona divorce process. It also doesn't mean that both the adulterous spouse or their paramour do not potentially face serious consequences relating to their infidelity, both criminal and civil. Specifically, there are certain issues in the divorce case that can render the infidelity relevant and therefore evidence of the infidelity necessary to establish a claim of waste of community assets. To start, both spouses owe a fiduciary duty to each other in the management of their assets and debts, similar to the duty partners in a business owe a duty to protect their mutual interests for the good of their jointly owned business. Therefore, any money spent by the adulterous spouse on their paramour or in the furtherance of their adulterous actions may be considered waste of a community asset. The innocent spouse would receive more of the community assets or perhaps less of the community debts that he or she would have otherwise received to compensate that innocent spouse. A qualified Arizona divorce attorney will look at cash withdrawals from ATMs, credit card statements, and bank statements. Now, some states also recognize a personal injury claim of tortious interference with a marital relationship, which may enable the innocent spouse to file a lawsuit against the paramour of the adulterous spouse. Now, such actions are referred to as civil causes of actions and may be filed in a state court or in a federal court if the paramour and the innocent spouse live in separate states. These cases are typically presented in front of a jury. Now, I do want you to understand that not all states recognize these types of lawsuits, so consult with an attorney in your state. Lastly, Arizona Revised Statute Section 13-1408 makes adultery that included sexual intercourse illegal in the state of Arizona. Both the adulterous spouse and their paramour may be criminally charged and tried before a criminal jury. If found guilty by a jury, they will be guilty of a Class 3 misdemeanor and may face jail time. The Arizona statute, however, specifically provides that the law may only be enforced upon the complaint of the innocent spouse, not by the report by a third party. Neither law enforcement nor prosecutor may file charges upon the complaint of an uninvolved third party.